Now, today we're going to be talking about dedication and the importance of constantly renewing your commitment to your craft. So, Dad, I know this was a topic that was sort of near and dear to your heart and something you wanted to dive in. So, I just kind of wanted to ask, why now? Like, what are you seeing in the industry that made you want to talk about recommitting to our craft as mortgage and real estate professionals today?
Yeah, you know, it's been for a lot of originators a tough couple of years, okay? And I think because of that, a lot of people have just kind of disengaged and disconnected and just almost given up. And what I've learned in times like this in your life is this is where you got to just do a restart. You just got to wake up one day and say, you know what? That's it. I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. I'm going to change my approach. I'm going to rededicate to what I know it takes to succeed. And I'm going to get my mind right. And that's really kind of what I think is key. I'm going to use a verse in this to kind of kick this off that I think is perfect for this, because this is Success by the Book. And we're talking about how to use biblical wisdom to guide us in our life. It's Galatians 6:9. It says, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. I love that verse. It encourages me every time that I feel like, man, I'm tired, I'm worn out. Do I want to keep doing this? Can I continue to do this? Do I still have what it takes? I think a lot of us are asking ourselves that question today. You shouldn't be asking yourself that question. You've got what it takes. But you know what? You got to be re-energized. That's the beauty of the book, is it will re-energize you. And if we don't give up, we are going to reap a harvest. Remember, you reap what you sow.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of what's happened, guys, is that at least this is what I've been hearing the past couple of years is, people's we talked about this, I think, last week, but people's sense of
What is
certainty
sparking
was shaken.
commitment and dedication
And
in this
as
industry
long
right
as
now
we
when
have
things are really difficult? Like,
certainty,
what do you
it's
turn
easy
to?
to
And
step
then secondly, for
into a
for the guys who've been around the
rhythm
block, like
and
what have
a
you done? Because
predictability.
you've been through
But when
multiple
that is
cycles. What have
shaken
you
to its
done throughout those cycles to
core,
maintain that
as it
motivation to
was
just
this
keep
last
on
couple of
chugging?
years, now people
So
start
whoever wants
looking
to take that
for things
first.
that are new. And, Dale, you mentioned, up front that, there's some people that aren't very connected. There are a lot of people that left the business, like you
Yep.
guys, everybody on this call, you all know that. There are a lot of people that have left the business, and they're not bad people, they're not evil people, they're not lazy people, but in many cases, they weren't prepared for a market shift. So one of the things that happens, I think, right now for us as coaches is to be able to step into and create certainty for people. And what better place to do it than with the Bible? If you go to sort of our owner's manual and say, well, what does the word of God say about this? To me, that's the most powerful thing to do, because then regardless of what happens with market conditions and hurricanes and interest rates and lack of inventory and NAR lawsuits, like, it doesn't matter, because what we're serving is something much larger.